Hey guys, welcome to another Top Drives video, and today we are going to attempt the new tune-up challenge that has just started. Today is for the Jesko attack. What a tri-series this is going to be. I think it's going to be a bit of a massacre. It's going to be a tough one, and looking at what's being given away and the packs, as you can see here, it's Asia Pacific Grand Prix Mazda carbon fiber. So we know that Mazda is going to be in the final criteria. Now, whether or not that's going to be 3 or 4 Mazdas or what, I don't know. You're going to have to bear with me because for some reason I only have to literally hold the game down for more than half a second, and for some reason it just kind of it zooms out. So we're going to just throw the 5 cards in and see what we've got going on first. So actually I think we should be pretty good with what I've got going on here, to be honest. Don't need a massive... There's only a very small amount of RQ anyway, so don't need massive hands. So a nice, easy first round. And in this challenge, of course, you will be getting an aluminium at round 7, a ceramic at round 13, and then if you can beat the challenge, now I'm not sure whether I can or not, there is the carbon fiber right at the end. Now hopefully they might have learned a little bit of what they did last week, which was they made it pretty tough, and they had to then release another tune-up. So we've got 27 RQ to play with to do that final one. So I'm just going to throw that in and see what happens here. So we're going to go there, 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 and there. I might lose race 3 actually, thinking about it. No, it's okay. All good. I think we're all good here. So round 3, we're still staying with 1 APGP. Now race number 1 here is a nice easy win. So we can use something low. It's just race 3 that's going to be kind of like the problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick with that for race 1 because we need to have 1 car from that anyway. And then we're going to change the hand around a little bit. So we're going to see what the average is. I think we're going to need a decent-ish super rare. So we're going to go around... what should we use? We're going to try something like that, and that gives us an average of 15 or 16, just to... Let's see. No, we don't want that in. So something like that's pretty good. I think we're going to have to use something low, because there is actually an uncommon in there as well. So we'll just see what's going to happen with do you know what? I think actually it might be worth to take a really low sort of dragger for race number 1. So how about something like what am I thinking of this? Let's take that. It keeps doing this to me, and let's go with something like the volcano. Let's see what goes on. So we're going to have a low drag, and we're going to put that onto there. Maybe super air was a little bit too much. We're going to put that on the fast circuit, that on the twisty, and that on the forest road. And I think that should actually be okay. This first race should take quite a lot of points off for us. So we've cleared the 150 threshold, which allows us to lose one race. So like I said, the super rare is probably a bit OP, but at least it gives you a choice. To be fair, I thought it was higher than RQ41. But there we go. Through the round, no problem. So round 4, we're now on to 2 for this. So we're just going to throw that one in. Nice and easy. So we've got a G-force in the wet and a twisty circuit in the wet, and then we've got 3 drags. So let's go and have a look what we've got. So we've got 2 twisty wets, which is nice for some of these Asia Pacific Grand Prix cars. To be fair, there's loads of standard tyre cars, so we're going to just throw 2 of them in, and we know that we need 3 drag cars. That's a drag car. That's a drag car. And the Plymouth, that will do. Let's go. I think that is absolutely bang on. Probably even too much, but who cares? It's just a matter of getting through the rounds, because we know it's going to go to 5 of the Asia Pacific Grand Prix, and then it's going to go to include Mazda as well, which is going to make the criteria a lot tougher. And you'll probably find that I might even struggle myself. So we've got a test bowl. We've got a 0 to 60. Ooh, we could probably even go with that on there, because although the launch will be quicker on the Renault because of the standard tyres, I think everything else will be fine. So we can then go that, and I probably just need to change out that one for something a little bit stronger. Let's try what shall we go? Oh, we'll just go with that again, because it is a twisty anyway, isn't it? So let's go there. Test bowl, 0 to 100, fast circuit, and 0 to 60. You probably find the 0 to 60 should take a good few points, 132. So there you go. If you've got the Plymouth, you're going to make 132 points there. This should be a nice win as well, 77. So that covers you a loss of 50, because you've got over your 150 points together there. And, okay, there we go. So there's my 50 loss. As long as I can make the 2 50 pointers here, that's not a problem. There we go. That's another 138. We are clear, as long as I don't lose this last one. And I wouldn't think the last one would be a loss anyway. So there we go. Round 6, we are still only required 2. So we've got a runway loop. And we've got an L-shaped drag. So actually, I think even though the Jag's got standard tyres, it should not be a problem. We've got a slalom with the Miata. So we can go twisty and medium city streets. That's we could use that on either the city streets or the medium. that slow. So what we'll do, we'll try that. So we're going to go twisty, city streets, L-shaped drag, slalom, and runway loop. And it'll only be probably race 3 that would be a problem, only because of the bend in the middle. But yeah, it just overpowers it easily. So no real problem there. Smashing them. Let's keep going. So we need 3 now by the looks of it. Yep. So we'll just go and swap out for that, just for the time being. Okay, so we've got 5 wet now. So we need to start looking at some standard tyre cars. 3 of them have to be from the update. So I will probably just go back with that one. That's not bad. And we'll go with the Focus as well. So nothing really that worrying here. I think I can just go something like that. $260 win, and of course the aluminium. And an RQ39 Mazda 3 Sports. Okay, so we are on to a test bowl, which actually we can use a really low car, 23, because that should still win. That's not bad on the drag. So we are going to just change these 3, probably 4 of them to be fair. We're going to just keep the last one there. So we know we've got a drag and a fast circuit. So we're going to bring them in, I think, and then something draggy. The Aston Martin will do, and something fairly quick. Well, let's go with that. I don't use that one that often. Let's see what's going on. So we've got test bowl and drag, fast circuit, G-force and slalom, and we'll give that a go, see what happens. Interesting. Final round, not a problem. Final race, tops out 120. So anything as long as you can get more than 120. You could probably go with a common there as well. So what we've got, round 9. So we're probably going to have to start using some bigger cars now. That should be fine for that. So now we're going to need hairpin, karting, and hairpin again. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to get rid of that and that. We need another Asia Pacific. So we're going to use something like that. And then let's go 2 sort of hairpin cars. We'll give that one a go. And we'll give that one a go. Why not? So we said that one on there. That one on there. Karting circuit, hairpin, and hairpin. I think we should be pretty good with that. Loving this little RQ29. I also like this one as well. And that's that round complete too. No problem. Round 10. So we now need 4. So let's go to 31. We're going to put the Hyundai Coupe in. So we've got a City Streets and we've got a Twisty Wet and a Twisty Hairpin. But I think we'll be fine with stuff like that. So then we're going to need something City Streets and a couple of wets. So that, and which one did I want? We'll get rid of that one for now. Let's just see what else we've got. So that's a wet car. That's a wet car, and then we just need something City Streets. We'll see how it goes. We can always change the hand and come back again. Not a problem. That's a pretty good City Street car for low RQ. And I think, actually, that should be pretty bang on. No need to even watch it. All good. So let's keep going. It's still 4 cars. So we've got a test bowl, a quarter mile drag, and then 3 twisties. So actually the Hyundai might be okay there. So we need something quarter mile drag and then a couple of twisties. So let's go back. So I'm thinking the twisties done with these kind of lower levels, and then we're going to go quarter mile drag with something a little bit beefier. That's quite twisty, and we can then open up to something for quarter mile drag. Let's go that Aston Martin as well. So that, then that, and that. That should be fine. And there's not much difference between the 22 and the 34 there, really. And you've got plenty of cars to choose from at this sort of like level now. I suppose it really all depends on your garage for the Asia Pacific Grand Prix. And actually, there's not much difference between them. It's a loss. Okay, so a standard FTO will beat the Hyundai. Okay, so we need to think about changing that. Let's see what we've got. That's got 162 top speed, actually, so that's not bad. And then we can go, we'll just go with that this time. Have a change around. Still working on lots of my cars. So just trying to use the ones I've got maxed. And I should just be able to skip this one now yet. So that is your winning round. So round 12, is it? So we've got a twisty dirt road. We've got 2 city streets wet, and then a twisty and a car park. So that will be fine for that. And that will be fine for that. So we need to start looking at different cars. So we need 2 city streets wet and a twisty road in the dirt. And we need to have at least 4 Asia Pacific Grand Prix cars. So I am going to go with the Barbie car. Oh, no, I still need And then 2 city streets wet. So we're going to use that Mazda. And I've got up to 40 RQ, so I can use anything I want, city streets wet wise. Okay. I think we should be absolutely bob on with that. No problems at all. I do want to see how the Barbie car does perform, though, if I'm honest. It's first time using it. It's got off-road tyres, 4-wheel drive, so not a bad setup. It's an ugly as hell car. Here we go. But you'll probably find that the Genesis Coupe there doesn't even finish. That would be my presumption. Whether or not this has got the power to climb this hill section, it has. Lovely jubbly. So there we go. We've got a 250 pointer as well. No problems. Round 13 is for your ceramic, and we're actually on 5 Asia Pacific Grand Prix cars now. All these duplicates that have never been used or not even maxed, that's the problem. I'm just going to throw a car in. I just wanted to see what we've got in first. So we've got Twisty, Slalom, G-Force, Karting and Twisty. So we're going to start looking at some lovely Twisty cars. So we can just throw in 5 Twisty cars. I'm still working on some of them, as you can see. We'll just see how that one plays out there. This shouldn't be any sort of problem either. So you guys, how do you think the finals are going to go? Do we reckon we're going to have off-road? Do you reckon we're going to have wet? I don't know. It's going to be a tough finals. I know that. Oh, okay. I will take that. I've just actually got that one last night as well. I got that from the qualifier. So we've got 2 of them now. Actually, that's very nice. I think that's about a 4.5 and 100 handling maxed as well, which could prove vital if it's like low-level twisties and stuff like that. Again, RQ, we don't know the RQ of the finals or anything yet, so that is a win. Happy with that. That's worth just spending the 100 gold for. I did have 700k last night, but in the end, I had to spend some of my cash for the very simple fact that I am so low on food, it's unreal. Because I've literally just been maxing and maxing and maxing, and it just take it out of you. You know, I think everyone's kind of in the same sort of boat at the minute with this situation where you've just got to keep maxing cars. Certainly, if you want to try and complete the collector's challenges and stuff as well, we are just basically maxing cars for the fun of it. Do you know what? I think that might even win, even though it's on wet. Yeah, I'm just finding that like I'm doing two, 3 super rares a day. I'm now at the point where I think I've done like 22. There we go, no problem. I've done like 22 of my ultras for the new update, and I'm just hitting blocks like I need 3 cars from Asia or Australia with 5 fuses to keep moving through the collector's series and stuff like that. So I'm now like trying to find cars that are gonna I need to upgrade and stuff like that. And you know, I've still got so many stock super rares, stock rare cars still. I'm just trying, just keep pushing them out, throwing the upgrades in. but also try and keep some money back for emergencies like I did. If I'd have just kept upgrading, I wouldn't have had the 700k. So it was nice just to be able to open it. Didn't find anything in the packs. It wasn't anything worth my time now. We're on wets here now, so we can keep less in because that's 4-wheel drive. But we are going to have a change around of the hand completely. We've got average of around 40. We're on Mazda now. Okay, so we're on Mazda. So actually, we can put in 4 of the cars of our choice. Anything with kind of standard tyres, anything that's going to work on the wet, lovely jubbly, absolutely no problems. So what shall we use? What shall we go with? Now it's trying to pick the standard tyre cars out. Let's try that. It shouldn't actually be too much of a problem. Might just be race 1. I wouldn't think it would have been. Yeah, so that is like my major problem at the moment. Just being able to continue building. I've got like 55 cars built in my garage ready to be maxed. I haven't got the money to max them. I haven't got the resources to keep carrying on. So currently maxing like an ultra rare Mazda, ready for possibly the finals. But then, like I said, I'm still trying to build cars ready for everything else. So we are staying with one Mazda. Now we've got 2 city streets here, and we've got 3 drags. Okay, so we need one Mazda. The average is going to be 44. So we know we need 2 city streets. And actually, there's a key little Mazda here. Is it still medium? No, they've changed it to low. That was a medium ride height Mazda prior to the previous update. So that's there we go. That's a medium ride height, I think. So we've got 1 there. So now we need another city streets, something like the Audi, and then 3 drag cars. Have your choice. You've got RQ. You've got 46 to play with for all of them. So, the Lamborghini's still a fairly decent drag car. Of course, there's many, many better ones, but, you're not coming up against anything too dangerous here. So let's just think, do you know what, we'll put that in. And we will put, we'll just put that in. You've got, it's not, that's a low car anyway, so you're going to make a good, decent amount of points. I don't think it really matters. There's nothing too dangerous there. And actually, this section of the challenge being possibly a little bit easier than the start of the challenge. So, round 18. Okay, so we need 2 Mazdas now. So, we're just going to, just for the sake of getting a hand in, let's have a look. So, we've got TWISTY. It's all TWISTY. So, let's... Oh... So we know we need 2 Mazdas. We know we need them twisty. So that's fairly twisty. That's fairly twisty. But you can even go that way. It doesn't really matter. Mazdas are very good twisty cars in this game. We know that. No need to go ultra. So we'll just go around. We'll just go to RQ49. Let's fill the RQ. And let's just do something like that. I don't think there's anything really that major that we can't just go like that and throw the 5 cars in. And it should just all work nicely. There's no point in me going super low. We'll just go fill the RQ. We've all got super rares that can do that job. Still 2 Mazdas. And we've gone back to wet. Oh, and the Indigo's in it. That I can't wait to get hold of that. So we're going to go back to using some. Let's go again. Let's swap and change and swap and change. And so I'm going to go with 2 standard tyre 4-wheel drive Mazdas here. And then I'm going to go. Do you know what? Like I said, I'm just going to use the RQ. I don't think there's anything sort of major there to upset us. Just maybe that first race, because that was actually quite strong. Do you know what? We'll just throw them in and see what happens. It's not often we see the Indigo. I think we've only ever seen it maybe once in a challenge. We know it's going to be pretty quick. It's got 90 handling. That's going to be around 100 handling again, and around 3.2 or 3.3 and 100 handling, I think, once maxed. So that's going to be one of them pretty niche, cool looking cars released into the game. And I think it's actually available today if you're willing to spend the gold to progress through the challenges. I think we should be okay there. Oh, no, we didn't. We lost one of the last races. Okay. So I need to see what we would have lost. It'd have been the last race, wouldn't it? So let's just have a look at what we can do. See, this is where the difficulty is for me, because do you know what? Actually, I think we're okay as long as we don't put it on that last race, because I think that's fine. That's fine. That'll be fine. Then we can go that way instead, and let's just see if that fires through. Now, you got to remember that them 2 super rares that I'm using there are both unmaxed. Let's see. No, we lost race. We lost another race. Okay. We'll give it one more try with this setup. I think that's still good enough for that. I think that's fine. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, if I have to, I'll watch this one and just see what's going to happen. Whether or not that is a win or not. Oh, it's very close, that race. So that is currently, well, it's almost maxed. So a max one would win anyway if you've got it maxed. No problem there for that one. And finally, race number 5, we've beat it this time. So there we go. That's the hand for you to get through. Race number 20. Okay, so we are on 3 Mazdas now. It's going to get tougher, I think. So we can go with that. Okay, so we need a drag, a G-force, a city streets, and a fast circuit. So we need 3 Mazdas. We're going to bring that in, and we're going to bring that in. So my Mazda's garage isn't like, you know, the lower levels here at RQ55 and stuff like that. They're just not touched. So that's the 3 Mazdas. I can't remember what sort of cars we're taking in. So do you know what? I'm going to take them 2 in, and I can always have another look after. So G-force, car park. So then I need something for 1 mile. So that's not a problem. Something for city streets and something for fast. Now, that might work for the fast. Might. And then we're going to just put something in for city streets. We're going to go there and see what... Let's have a look what happens. I feel a big step up in difficulty on this one. And not to say that super rares aren't going to cut the mustard. You know, because they might. But I've got to look at what I've got maxed and what's going to be useful for me. And at the moment... my lower level Mazdas aren't there for it. So a 95 win with the BMW. This is the race that I'm worried about, simply because that Mercedes is so quick in a straight line. It's gapping, but yeah, the RX-7 there takes the win, and this shouldn't be a problem. But not a huge win, not considering the RQ difference and the handling difference as well. So let's move on to 21. We still only need 3 Mazdas. Let's hope that this little bit of gold I spent is worth my time and effort. Okay, so twisty circuit, not a problem. G-force, not a problem. Fast circuit, yeah. Do you know what? We could possibly win with this. I suppose it depends on race number 1 now. The standard tyres should make the huge difference. Yeah. I think actually that's a fairly easy round. 427 points. Round 22. So we now need... Oh, here we go. So we now need Asia Pacific Grand Prix, non-prize cars, and Mazda. We need 5 Asia Pacific Grand Prix cars. Okay. For me, this is where the kind of difficulty is. Like I said, I've got... I need to change that out as well. Only one of them needs to be Mazda. Right, let's just see what we've got first, and then we can decide. Test bowl, and everything else is twisty. So 155 on the test bowl. So actually, do you know what? The Mazda I'm going to keep in is that one. And then you can see here I'm still kind of struggling, even now, for cars that are going to do this sort of job. Plenty of RQ to play with, though, so bring what you've got. Have you noticed, though, that these Asia Pacific Grand Prix cars are all kind of like four-wheel drive once you get past a certain RQ? Okay, so test pole, slalom, karting, G-force, and twisty. I think we're okay there, actually. I wonder if this is not going to be as hard as the last one, because the last one was very difficult, and a lot of people complained, couldn't do it. And let's face it, it was pretty tough. Just as tough as I think these finals are going to be. These finals are not going to be pretty. It's going to be a ticket fest. It's going to be a pack buying fest, I would think. Right, round 23. So at this point, we still only need 1 Mazda. Okay. So that actually makes it nice and easy. We can go there. We can go there. 1 mile drag. And we're going to just swap out one of these. And what to put? See, there's not much in regards to drag cars at this sort of stage, is there? We'll try that. It doesn't make much of a difference. And actually, we can go there and there this time. This before for me, is like that. And I've decided to go 332 with it because it's one of the top speed cars for the update. The handling is around the 80s, so it kind of feels negligent to do it. I think it is medium ride height, though, so it would be worth for city streets. But for me, that's what I've wanted to do. I'm going to do the other one. We need 2 Mazdas now. So we're going to take the GTO out. I'm just going to throw that in for now. So we've got wet slalom and wet city streets and a wet fast circuit, and then we've got 2 dry. So that's actually, again, not too bad. Certainly because that's off-road tyres on wet. So we know we need 2 Mazda. So I'm going to keep that one in. And then I'm going to put... do you know what? I'm going to put that in. I can't remember what else we've got to go. So let's just have a look. That won't be a problem. That might not be a problem. I'm just going to change that before we out. And I don't want to go as high as Epic. I'm going to go Ultra. So that, and that. And actually, the level of this tune-up tier is not as bad. Certainly not as bad as it was on the last one. So that's round 24, nice and easy. Let's go 25. And this time we need 3 Mazdas. So again, we're just going to... Oh, there's plenty of RQ to play with as well. So what have we got? We've got a test bowl, a half-mile drag, and 3 twisty. So that should be okay for that. That will probably be okay for that. That will be okay for that. So that, and I just need something to beat 4.9 and 89, and it needs to be Mazda. And you know what? I'm just going to go with that because I can. So I said that on the drag, that on the test bowl, that on the slalom, and that on the G-force. And that should be a carbon fibre. Now, carbon fibres haven't really paid out for me recently. So I would like to maybe see something good come out of it. That'd be a little win, wouldn't it? I mean, yes, I've just got the Epic from the ceramic, so I can't really complain. But I wouldn't mind seeing that flash of gold come out either. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. So we've got a Mazda Cosmo, Mitsubishi TMR, and the final card... another Mazda CX-50. Just what I wanted. Yes. Awesome. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time for another Top Drives video. Take care. Bye-bye.